The Faces of American Lynching of Georgia, Episode 1, Mary Turner. In our last series, we gave you the numbers state by state, but lynching wasn't just a statistic. It had faces, families, last words. This is The Faces of American Lynching, a continuation of The Truth About Lynching. Now we tell their stories. They lynched her, then cut her open, the story of Mary Turner. They didn't just lynch her, they lynched the truth, and they made sure her unborn baby died too. It was May 1918. A white plantation owner in Valdosta, Georgia, was shot and killed. His name was Hampton Smith, a man known for violently abusing his black workers. Almost immediately, white mobs began hunting for black men they could blame. They didn't wait for evidence. They just wanted blood. One of the men they lynched was Hayes Turner, a 26-year-old laborer and the husband of Mary Turner, a 21-year-old mother, 8 months pregnant with their second child. Mary was devastated, but she was also furious. She spoke publicly, boldly, condemning the mob for killing her husband. She even said she would seek justice and press charges. That was all it took. Newspapers at the time said she made unwise remarks. Translation, she dared to speak like her life mattered. The mob decided Mary Turner had to die. On May 19, 1918, they found her near the banks of the Little River. They tied her ankles together, hung her upside down from a tree, and set her on fire. Then, while she was still alive, a member of the mob took a knife, sliced open her stomach, and her unborn child fell to the ground. The baby cried out. A mob member stomped it to death in front of everyone. They shot Mary Turner's body dozens of times and left her hanging for hours as a warning. Not one person was arrested. Not one person was named. And no one in Georgia's white political establishment said a word. What makes this even more devastating is how they buried the story. The newspapers at the time barely reported it. Georgia schools never mentioned it. The state of Georgia didn't even acknowledge her murder until 2008, 90 years later, after a historical marker was quietly placed near the site of the lynching. A marker that was shot at, vandalized, and torn down by modern-day cowards. Mary Turner's only crime was demanding justice. She didn't riot. She didn't harm anyone. She just refused to be silent. And her child? This is the America they tried to hide, but this is burden of history, and we don't forget.